2021 is over and all of the new 2022 Lego sets are here to stay. So if you're like me, you're starting to think about what you might need to go back and pick up from the 2021 Star Wars wave. Which minifigures are going to be the ones that you want to make sure you have in your collection, and which are the ones you can let go. So don't worry, I've got you covered. Today we are unpacking the top 10 Lego Star Wars minifigures from the year 2021. We're going to look at what exclusive figs came out, which first appearance characters there were, and which ones you want to make sure that you have in your collection before they get too far away. So, if you're new to the channel, my name's Andy and this is Bliss Brick Studios. Thank you so much for stopping by. I cover all things Lego and Funko related, including minifigures, mocks, and must-have exclusives and releases. So please consider hitting that subscribe button down below, and also click that notification bell so you never miss another video. We really appreciate your support. Also, I release a weekly vlog video where I cover everything about building my Lego city, stocking my Bricklink and eBay store, and all kinds of other collecting tips about part storage and box protectors and everything you need to keep your collection looking minty fresh. So thank you so much for stopping by. Now, without further ado, today we are going to get into the top 10 Lego Star Wars minifigures from 2021. So this year in Lego Star Wars, there were some awesome releases. We had tons and tons of new character releases, and this of course was largely due to some new material in the Star Wars universe. We of course had the Bad Batch series, we had the Mandalorian Season 2 in addition to the follow-up to Season 1, and we also recently had the 7th season of Clone Wars, which of course in reaction, Lego has created some amazing sets. So a lot of the figures today that I'm going to cover are actually the very first appearance of that character appearing as a Lego minifigure, which of course is really exciting for us as collectors. Okay, so the first thing I want to mention are some honorable mentions that did not quite make my top 10. There are 5 specifically I wanted to just toss out. First of all is Yoda SW1147. It goes for about $16. He's got the backpack, and that was a book exclusive this year. The second one is Darth Vader SW1141, also for about $16. It doesn't have the printed arms like in the Bespin Duel and the Meditation Chamber sets. I just thought it wasn't as exciting, and it's really only hyped up this year because of the exclusivity in the cape material, which we see all the time in minifigures. I don't think it's all that big of a deal to add to your collection if you're not being a completionist and trying to get every single minifigure that Star Wars released. Next one is the General Veers from the, not the UCS AT-AT set, but the kind of like $130 set. That figure is going for over $20 right now. I actually just picked it up in a recent video haul on accident, if you will. I'll leave that link up here at the top for you guys to check out. But the only reason this fig is going for over $20 is because it's exclusive to that AT-AT set. But I think this is like the 6th or so figure of General Veers that we've had. And of course, nobody gets all that excited about that character. So for me, that's a pass. The 4th honorable mention is the Mace Windu SW1165 from, of course, the UCS Gunship set. Yes, it's Mace Windu. We all love Mace Windu, but I didn't think that this minifigure was anything especially exciting. There was lots of talk all over the internet when we found out what minifigures were going to come in that UCS Gunship set. And this is, I think, the 7th version of Mace Windu that we've seen. And when I was going back and reviewing the different versions, again, just not that exciting. Would I like to have it? Sure. But is it in my top 10 for 21? Absolutely not. The final honorable mention for me was the Clone Trooper Commander, which is SW1146, and it's going around the $40 to $42 range as well. This is the first one that we've had in that bright light orange. I would love to pick this one up at some point in my collection, but I don't think it's a top 10. And the price is really due to the fact that it's in that UCS Gunship set that's so expensive and otherwise hard to get a hold of. So those are my 5 honorable mentions. Now let's get into the top 10 Lego Star Wars minifigures for 2021. Okay, so number 10 from 2021 is Gar Saxon. This is Star Wars minifigure 1162, and I'm gonna hold this up. I actually have this one, and this goes for about $16 or so. And this is the first appearance of this minifigure from the Clone Wars that we have had, and he is quite cool. Really, really neat. Love the printing. Of course, these jetpacks are awesome. The red and yellow on his uniform is very cool. And some of you guys may have seen that I just picked this up in that Mandalorian Starfighter set. I found a brand new sealed copy for $35, marked down from $60 on Facebook Marketplace up in Illinois when I was home for the holidays. I was glad to get that. I'm actually looking for a few more copies so I can put those parts in my store here. But I was really excited to go ahead and pull out this figure, ranking at number 10. Number 9 is Paz Vizsla from The Mandalorian, otherwise known as the Heavy Infantry Trooper. We've seen this figure come up in Funko Pop form, but it wasn't named at the time. This is Lego figure SW1172, and this is the first appearance of this fig. Now, I don't have the Armorer set where this fig appeared, but I'm really excited to pick up a copy of this. Of course, any Mando or sort of trooper minifigs are always really exciting to get a hold of, and I actually really like this one a lot. I think it looks really cool, and I think it would be a great addition to anybody's collection. Going along those lines, number 8 is the Armorer. It's currently going for only about $11. It comes in that same Armorer set, and it's Star Wars minifigure number 1171. I really thought this character was awesome for season 1 of The Mandalorian, and I rewatched that season at least twice all the way through. I really, really enjoyed it. It was so cool to see our first Star Wars thing on Disney Plus, and for me, the Armorer was like a critical character in that entire sequence. So it's really great to finally have a Lego minifigure of that character, and for me, this was number 8 from 2021. Speaking of Mandalorian, coming in at number 7 is the Yellow Mustard Artillery Stormtrooper. This is from, I think it was episode 4 of season 2, which would have been what, like episode 12 or something like that. And this figure is incredible. It's got this awesome color to it. It's got this great jetpack on the back, the really cool yellow color throughout. And also, I just have really fond memories of the premiere of this specific episode that this figure showed up in. It's not all that expensive. It comes in that same Imperial Marauder set that was featured in that episode. And it's a really great figure that I was very excited to see. I think it kind of makes that set. And so, great one to pick up. Not going to necessarily break the bank, but really happy to have this guy in my collection, coming in at number 7 for 2021. All right, so I'm going to cheat a little bit here, and number 6 I'm going to say is the entire Bad Batch wave. That's right, we got this set. I mentioned this on a recent video. I have not yet watched the Bad Batch. I know somebody should take me off of YouTube right now. I know I'm a Star Wars fan. I'm just working through Clone Wars, and I want to wait until I finish that to see this, but look at these awesome figs, gang. I'm missing the helmet for this guy, but these are really, really cool. I was really excited to unbox these on a recent video, and super excited to have them. They're, of course, only available in the $99 Bad Batch shuttle set, and I just didn't know how I would pick from these. I love the different colors and the different helmet builds that we get on all of these, and they're just so cool, and I'm really glad to have them. So coming at number 6, I put the 5 Bad Batch characters. I'll be really interested to watch that series. I can't wait to get into it. I'm gonna start here very soon, and wondering if we're gonna get more of this character or variants of these characters in future Lego sets. I'm really excited to see where all of that goes. So number 6, all 5 of the Bad Batch wave. I suppose that's cheating a little bit, but hey, it's okay. Okay, and at number 5, we have Bo-Katan. Right there, I went ahead and put the hairpiece up for you guys in addition to her awesome, awesome looking helmet. I really like this. This is Star Wars figure 1163. It only goes for about $15 and is also the first minifigure appearance of Bo-Katan. I'll never forget that episode that she came in about the middle of the season, and I just loved season 2 of The Mandalorian. I can't wait for season 3 to come out. hopefully here sometime in 2022. I think it's scheduled maybe for like the middle of the year or something. I'm not sure that has a hard release date, but this was a must-have figure for me. I love the jetpack, the hairpiece. Totally says Bo-Katan with those kind of straight bangs across the top. I thought this was really cool. This one didn't make the list, but this is also the Mandalorian that comes in that set, which I also just recently opened up along with Bo-Katan and Gar Saxon. So Bo-Katan coming in here on number 5 on the list. Okay, we're down to 4 figs, and just a reminder, if you're new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below if you're enjoying this content. I cover Star Wars and Lego stuff all the time, and we would love to have you come back and join us on future videos. So my number 4 minifig for 2021 was Fennec Shand. This character is really growing on me. I don't yet have the set that minifigure comes in. It's that $159 shuttle, Imperial shuttle, and I would like to pick it up at some point. I'm not really crazy about the build itself. I really just want the minifigs, which is going to be a theme here as we move forward. But I thought I just love Fennec. If you've watched the Book of Boba Fett, we're through 2 episodes already, and Fennec is quickly growing on me. Really awesome character, and really excited to see where she goes in the Star Wars universe rather. So this is coming in at character SW1159. She goes for about $34 online because of that Imperial Light Cruiser set that she was in. I'm gonna say wait on this character for the time being. I think we're gonna see Fennec again in a Book of Boba Fett Lego set that will be at a lower price point, and it will be easier to get your hands on. So I'm not rushing out to get Fennec just yet. And if you're trying to decide where to put your money this month, I think Fennec is one to hold on. Now, we're down to the top 3. My number 3 minifigure was Moff Gideon. Also from that same Imperial Light Cruiser set. This is Star Wars figure 1160. Who doesn't love Moff Gideon? What an incredible character. That appearance in episodes 7 and 8 at the end of season 1. Oh my gosh, I just love that entire scene. And of course, the appearances throughout season 2, just incredible. Really great minifigure. I actually have the Firestar Toys custom minifigure up there, so I'm really excited to have that one. I don't have the Lego minifigure itself. I, again, am gonna kind of sit and wait on this one to see if Moff ends up appearing rather in another set. And otherwise, we're gonna have to splurge on that $160 Imperial Light Cruiser to get that minifig. Okay, number 2 in my top 10 Star Wars minifigures from 2021 is none other than Boba Fett with the repainted armor. Right here, gang. Here he is. He comes out of that Boba Fett ship set with Mando for $49. Not that hard to get, the starship. Not that hard to get a hold of. And I just love the slightly different colors of the new Boba print. I just really love these like dark reds and yellows against the green. We've also got this awesome backpack on the back with his rocket on the back there. Really cool. This is, having this in person now, I just love this. Whoops, his thing fell down on his helmet. There we go, that's a little bit better. This is definitely my number 2 of the year. I was super excited to get my hands on this. This is going for about $20 or so online. It's the first appearance of Boba Fett in this form or in this part of his life cycle, and it's minifigure number SW1158. Super excited. That's number 2 on my list for last year. And finally, my number 1 minifigure from Star Wars from 2021. Unfortunately, I don't have in my collection yet, but that is the Dark Trooper. Unbelievable figure, unbelievable characters from the end of season 2 of The Mandalorian. This is figure number SW1161, and they're going for about $43 on average. I found someone on Bricklink the other day that had like, I think like 11 of them or something at $30, and I was so tempted to buy them all, but that's like $300 for like 10 minifigs. So I waited, of course, and I'm really hoping that the Dark Trooper will come out in a lower price point set sometime in 2022 where we can get our hands on them. Now, we saw the end of season 2 of Mandalorian. We don't really know what's going to happen with those troopers. We don't know what's happening with the storyline. Will we ever come back around to any of that at all? Who knows? But I love the Dark Troopers in the show, and I thought that minifigure was really awesome, and that's why they are my #1 figure for 2021 in the Lego Star Wars line. Okay, gang, so that's gonna do it. That's my top 10 Star Wars minifigures. Not necessarily the most expensive. Like I said, I shouted out some honorable mentions at the top of the video that are definitely going for more money, but I just don't think they're that cool. I think the reason they're expensive is because they're exclusive to only one set, and some of those sets are quite expensive to get your hands on, and I don't think that that's what should dictate what we go after. So if you're sitting here in 2022 trying to decide which ones to go back and grab before they get too far into the past, those are the minifigures from 2021 Star Wars that I would go after myself. I'm gonna go try and pick up a couple of those, but like I said, in the case of Moff Gideon and Fennec Shand and that Dark Trooper, I'm waiting on those to see if in the next few months we get some announcements about 2022 releases that may, or even 2023 releases after Mandalorian Season 3 comes out, where we might see some Lego sets that further incorporates those minifigs. So those are my suggestions. Once again, love having you here on the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. We're on the road to 400 subscribers here on YouTube, and we would love it if you could consider hitting that like button below and subscribing to the channel. It would mean so much to me. Love putting out this content for you. We'll have another vlog coming your way here in just a couple of days. And until then, stay safe. Thanks so much for stopping by, and we'll see you on the next video.